Glendalough, we follow the Avonmore River into the village of Rathdrum into Avondale House and Park. Avondale House is 500 acres of forest with trails throughout. Wicklow has the largest forest area in Ireland and offers a wide variety of marked walks for the whole family to enjoy. Wicklow's indigenous woodlands were once famous throughout Europe and exploited since the 12th century. Oak from Wicklow was exported to medieval London and Oxford, where it roofed many splendid buildings like London's famous Westminster Hall. We're here at Avondale House, the historic birthplace of Charles Stewart Parnell. Now it's a museum. Charles Stewart Parnell was a major Protestant landlord and was described in his time as the uncrowned King of Ireland. He was born in Avondale in 1846. Soon after being elected into the Westminster Parliament of Britain, he became the leader in Ireland's struggle for Home Rule and independence. He and Michael Davitt formed the Irish Land League, which helped redistribute the vast landlord estates to the poor Catholic tenant farmers. Sadly, Parnell's brilliant political life was cut short at the height of his career by his death, aged only 45. Jean, we can really feel the presence of Charles Stewart Parnell here in Avondale House. It's the first time I've been here. It's fascinating. I mean, could you tell us a little bit about the history of
Yes,
Avondale?
certainly. Avondale was built for a man called Samuel Hayes, and his mother was a Parnell, and this is how it came down the line to Charles Stewart Parnell. It was built in 1777 as his country residence, and he was also a keen, I suppose, man of a love of trees. He had a great love of trees, and he laid out Avondale and went on to write a book on the harvesting of trees. So I suppose it followed through into the Parnells. Charles Stewart inherited here when he was only 13 years of age on the death of his father. Unfortunately, for a number of years, the family couldn't stay here, and they moved to Dublin. But he came back when it was time to take over his inheritance.
Now, obviously, you yourself do the tours of Avondale House.
I do,
And
yes.
also, besides the history, there's also a lot to do in the ground.
Yes, well, on the ground, it's a 500-acre estate. There's about 7 marked walks and trails. We have everything from our Centenary Trail to the Irish Heart Foundation Trail, the Exotic Tree Trail, Cairn Trail, the beautiful River Walk. We have a children's play area, picnic area. We have a deer pen here with a number of deers, which is very popular around the Christmas period when young kids are brought to make sure that the reindeers are still being rested up to be for Santa Claus.
Further south from Avondale, you cross the meetings of the waters where the Avonmore and Avonbeg rivers come together to form the Avoca River. This is where the famous Dublin-born writer Thomas Moore was inspired to pen his immortal melodies, The Meetings of the Waters. For generations, the song of nostalgia and friendship was an anthem of Ireland. Sweet vale of Avoca, how calm could I rest in thy bosom of shade with the friends I love best. Moore's song was such a powerful influence on the Irish emigrants that there are at least 26 communities worldwide called Avoca in memory of the famous melody and its writer. The river also runs through an area which was famous for mining. Wicklow during the Bronze Age was the most important mining source of gold in Ireland. Nowadays, most people come to enjoy its beauty, relax and to do some fly fishing. Because of its proximity to Dublin and its unspoilt beauty, Wicklow is one of the most popular film locations in Europe. Films like Braveheart, Reign of Fire, Excalibur and King Arthur were all shot here. Wicklow is also home of internationally famous TV series like The Tudors, shot in the Bray area, and Ballykissangel, shot here in Avoca. So much lovely Irish stew.
Enjoy.
It's been a long day. I think it's time I tried some of that famous Wicklow food. Fabulous. What a way to end a day. Great music, great food. See you tomorrow. Staying in Wicklow is fabulous. The county has great facilities for long or short stays. Enjoy here a real Céad Míle Fáilte, the 100,000 welcomes. The Garden County has a wonderful selection of top quality accommodation, from historic 300-year-old hostelries immersed in tradition to the most modern star-rated hotels. After that mountain trek and long sightseeing day, why not chill out in one of the many hotel spas or leisure centres, or feel the ambience in a friendly, atmospheric pub? Or you might prefer a traditional country inn, B&B or farmhouse that specialise in giving their guests that special Irish touch. Family self-catering holidays are available too in modern, fully equipped accommodation for rental at a selection of Wicklow's best scenic locations. County Wicklow hasn't forgotten the adventurous backpacker, the hill walker or camper van visitor, as there are various hostels and campsites all around Wicklow. When travelling through County Wicklow, do visit its south and west corners. Lesser known maybe, but full of surprises. Places like Arklow Village, an enchanting little town that has won Ireland's top honours in the National Tidy Towns competition. South of Arklow you'll find the traditional village of Tinnahealy, a pleasant little market town well worth a visit. From Tinnahealy enjoy leisure walks up the surrounding hills or through Tomlefanogue Oak Woods. The nearby village of Shillelagh gave its name to the traditional Irish blackthorn walking and fighting stick fondly called the shillelagh. I had a brilliant night, a fabulous breakfast, and now I'm ready to discover more. Today's journey will start from the harbour of Arklow on the Irish Sea. This popular fishing town is famous for its 19 Arches Bridge, the longest handmade stone bridge in Ireland. Arklow is an old seaport that boasted a great fishing and shipbuilding history. It's now more famous for its yacht marinas and sailing clubs, shopping centre and links golf club. From here we'll head north and discover the stunning Wicklow coast. Wicklow has some of the best beaches on the east coast, and 15 minutes north of Arklow you'll find Brittas Bay. The dunes and fine sandy beaches make this location unique and an ideal playground for the whole family. The popular summer spot is a year-round destination for strolls and stunning surroundings. Whatever the weather, Brittas Bay can offer wonderful outdoor recreation, from a bracing winter walk to a summer-soaked sunbathe. Along this coast you'll find some world-class golf courses. Several times home of the Irish Open, Wicklow is a golfer's paradise and offers more than 25 golf courses to experience, from internationally recognised links to stunning parklands. With the sea or mountains as backdrops, Wicklow caters equally for beginners, budget golfers or top-ranked professionals. You can practice here on several driving ranges or smaller par 3s, or test your game on some of the most challenging courses in the world. Further north along the coast is the town of Wicklow, the capital of the Garden County. The Vikings founded it over 1,000 years ago. This lovely coastal town is rich in heritage and offers beautiful sea views and walks. Famous for its mysterious ruined black castle, Wicklow is the home of Captain Robert Halpin, commander of the legendary ship the Great Eastern. Halpin was renowned as one of the greatest mariners the world has ever known. Wicklow Town is also the home of one of the scariest places in the county, Wicklow's Historic Gaol.